Another day. I hope I don't have anything too pressing. Oh, dear Lord. Quite a few packages. Well then, let's see. Contact me's. Let's see. Well. In person, as of writing this note, Nixie Lux found her sister, Melanie, dead on the floor. Winning February 16th. She ran to the Viscount for help. From there, I was contacted via missive regarding their whereabouts of both Miss Lux, Viscount, Viscount. I keep saying Viscount, Viscount. In the body, I did General Commander Itutatu. Vault. I don't know whom. Well. Whoa. Well. Legal business. Another. Oh, I know this. Lovely. The law's here. And hopefully something. More nether ruby. This one has nothing. Quite a lot of nether ruby to spare. Oh dear. What is this? Put that there. Alright. Dear Lord.
Empress? Indeed. Regarding the trial, at the moment we do not have an arena to host the trial. But I can have it built likely by this time next week.
All right.
Now, it is also my understanding that we're not actually keeping them detained.
That I will have to speak to High Lady Laurentia about.
I don't believe they will try to run, so I'm not too concerned.
Do I? Though it would be best for them to remain in the end until their trial.
I do agree with that.
I did receive a letter from her about such. So, that being said, we do need to set a date for the trial.
Ideally, we would want a date that works for the High Lady as well, given that these are her citizens.
Right.
And taking into account the timeline for building the arena, I would estimate the following weekend to be appropriate.
Following weekend.
So
that
would
works.
Be, the somewhere between the 28th and the 2nd.
I see. All right. I will make sure, though I will need to borrow a book of some sort.
1 second.
That's all you.
I'm afraid I don't have many
It's like
books.
I have a full shulker of these things.
Care to share?
Yeah, actually, I could probably use a couple.
I have quite a few letters that must be sent.
I need some letters to send, and I need to keep a logbook.
That would be best. Oh dear.
So, trial to be held from the 28th to the 2nd of the
Sometime between then, we must discuss with High Lady Laurentia on a suitable date. Preferably where all are present.
Right.
As for the current status for both citizens of the Nether, should we detain them? That is the question at hand.
We do have the just cause to do so.
Correct.
And I don't think the High Lady would put up any opposition to do so.
It would just be a matter of reaching.
I myself don't believe they're a flight risk, so I don't deem it necessary, but if you wish it, I will do it.
Another thing I should put in a letter. Quite the long list. All right. Is not all. In regards to the trial.
In regards to the trial, yes, that would be about it.
As
We could start discussing funeral preparations.
right, I believe that is more than necessary. So early on, too. And she was our
So
master
soon
of
after being
coin.
appointed.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, she did have an apprentice, although her apprentice is still serving
Right.
her service, so... Now that is more of a question for you, actually. Would you be capable of taking over the position until she is aged out?
I believe I can. If not, we can work to delegate. Even then, we don't really have a lot of people
Right.
stepping foot in our territory and or
I don't mind giving her some leave to work, but I'd rather not split any kind of labor where I can get it.
Right.
for the time being, it's not that stressful until people really want to begin making business anyway, so...
Well, Lady Rowena sure is gunning for that at the
Yes.
moment.
I do remember that she has been making quite a bit of wine. So I can only assume that she's attempting to recreate her family's winery.
Right, and Miss Barlow, although it is a business, the money isn't the important aspect of that business. So, I'm actually not as concerned with that.
Decisions.
Also raises the question of, are we going to tax our businesses? Because that's not written currently in our laws.
Well, as for the businesses we currently have, they are run by trusted individuals. As for now, I don't believe we need to tax, especially since we have things such as tolls, which seem to be very good source of income.
That is true. The tolls alone should make up for lack of taxes.
Right.
Understood.
And as well for trade, that also makes up for tax. I don't believe we need to begin taxing businesses.
No, most of the citizens are fully self-sufficient, so
Right.
the taxes would really only be beneficial for the kingdom's buying power, not the individual.
Oh. Seems like I must talk to Apollo about the funeral as well. For the child, I think it is best she stays within her military service. And she focuses on that rather than quickly advance to her role as Master of Coin.
Right.
As for funeral preparations, I believe we have quite a lot to do.
Yes, we do.
And that I will have to speak to Nixie herself on when
She will
she
have
wants
to be involved, so
Right.
if she's not ready, we can postpone it.
Hmm.
It might be a thing to postpone because she is a bit of not in a great state, and I think is taking up partial refuge in Apollo's chambers.
Oh.
She does not want to go back to what they were
Probably for the best.
building.
Well then, easier for me to speak with her. Well, if that is all, I do want to do a few things before I retire once more.
That is everything on my agenda.
Advisor.
I've got nothing else on mine.
Well then, good day to you both.
Good day.
Good day.
Quite a day. Already such a headache. Okay. No mail. Looks like I'll be needing to go out hunting once more. As well as... First of all, let's retouch Endarian traditions. Wedding traditions. Funeral traditions. Bodies of the deceased will be burned, and their ashes will be thrown into the void. Any belongings will be buried in their respective shrines. Alright. Burning of the body. And then we have to do the ceremony. For and then laws. This is text. Trade and commerce. Legal sales. Destruction of property. Thievery and stealing. Spying and espionage. Law of murder. Law of treason. Documentation. Visitor escort. Eternal flame. consultation. Ah. Here we go. No foreign ruler, noble, or high priest may pass judgment or punish an Netherian citizen without first consulting High Lady. Any ruling made without consultation will be considered unlawful under Netherian law. Any foreign entity that disregards this law will face diplomatic consequences, including but not limited to economic sanctions, restricted access to Netherian trade routes, or in extreme cases, retaliatory action deemed appropriate. Well, looks like I have much to write. Alright. I have this fully written. Now to actually turn it in. Then Amaterasu will have. Whoa, what a surprise. Hello there.
Surprise.
Yes. Are you here for something in particular?
I was here for Ender Pearls. Is that an issue?
No, not at all. Just curious. Dear Lord, who stuffs the mailbox like this? Makes my job a lot harder. Clear this for now. Let's see. Laurentia. There we go. Should I make a copy? Most likely. Just so I can have documented. Let's see. As for do I really need maybe a waste of books? No need. I'm sure I can remember the details. People need to learn to clean up. Send that. I'll put this back. Quite a lot of aurora crystals. As for the sand, shall hand deliver this. Perhaps. Now to the Master Coin's office. What? Yes, sir. Coin. Believe it's below. Straight down. Ugh. It's always so difficult to see. Where is the entrance? Struggling. She's down there. Now I have to wait for it to reload. Wow. Might as well wait.
Helen? Well, we can't. Oh, crap. Hold on. Well, ow. We can't go through obsidian, so. Okay. Well, so. I have something I need to make you aware of. All right. So when I was busy with my actually, you know what? We should make a group or talk in more private because it's kind of important. So
All right.
I shall make it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, when I was busy with my garden and making food and doing winery things and stuff
Mhm.
like that, I came back. I made warp plates to and from my winery, like to the cellar of my winery and then from my supplies
Right.
room here. When I came back from the winery to my supply room, I noticed that there was someone standing outside of my doorway
Oh.
in the lading and waitings quarters, and they were looking through my window.
Oh.
Yes. And they were rather jolted when I came through the warp plate. And they kind of ran away from me in a flurry of flames. When
Flames, you say?
yes, I would only assume flames would come from the end. So I told Lord Chiron about it, and we both checked the Indian logbook together for whoever came through, and the person who came through was Ryonar.
Ah.
I believe that is their blacksmith. I am not sure though.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I did meet
Yes.
them briefly in the coronation.
Mm-hmm. So, when I told Chiron about this, they were obviously trying to cover for them, trying to not say anything. Obviously, they're trying to, not be, nice and well, be nice, but like try to make it seem like their Netherian didn't do anything wrong. And pointed out technically we don't have any trespassing laws, but they were looking through my they were looking through my window and through my door, and I don't really like that. And I confronted them about it, Ryonar directly, and they said that they just thought that the end was so pretty that they were jumping from the roofs and they fell.
They were jumping on the roofs.
Yes, that was the excuse that they gave. Well, first they lied to me, actually.
Oh.
First they lied to me and they said that it wasn't them. But then I prodded a little bit more and I got them to like, quote unquote, tell me the truth. And they were like, oh yes, no, I shouldn't have lied. Sorry about that. And then today, when I woke up, I saw that there was a post box. A post box package for me. And and I noticed that there was a note attached to it, basically being like, thank you for understanding. I hope this doesn't give you a bad impression of who I am as a person, blah, blah, blah. I didn't mean to do that. The end was just so pretty. I wanted to, look at it and stuff like that. And inside of it gave me 5 emeralds and then 6 nether ruby. And I think this is a bribe. I know a bribe when I see one, Helen. I'm gonna be honest. You know my family. You know how they were.
Yes. Very well.
This was a bribe. It's a bribe if I've ever seen one, and I know because I'm very used to bribing others. So,
right.
I don't know what to do with the materials. I'll take them. I'm not gonna accept the bribe. Obviously, I'm telling you about that when I tell them that I wouldn't tell you. But to be honest, they didn't really respect me or respect the title that I held because the only reason why they even gave up the information about their truth, quote unquote truth of why they were here, is when I threatened to bring you into it.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I think we should make better laws. Or not better laws, just implement new trespassing laws on
Right.
castle grounds. Because people do kind of have to go through Nocturna in the castle grounds in order to get to Stellaris. So they kind of have to walk through, but I've just been telling people they can, but they shouldn't go inside the actual buildings.
Right. And especially if this Ryonar person said they were hopping on the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that's very respectful.
Well, no, one, it's not respectful, and two, I just don't believe it's true. You know what I mean? Like, why would that be the first thing that comes to your mind in order for you to get a better look at the castle, you know?
Right.
I mean, intimidation obviously didn't work with them. I do have other ways of getting information from people, but
Well,
whatever works.
Formally, we cannot charge them because we do not have laws against trespassing.
Well, I mean, they were looking through my window, so I was thinking maybe espionage, but it's very, very...
It's very, very weak case.
It really is.
Therefore, we cannot properly charge him.
Right.
However, we could issue a warning, especially in regards of manners. Jumping on roofs is definitely not something you should be doing in any sort of castle.
Right. I was also going to bring this up with the general, but the general not able to get a hold of them as of right now. So maybe we should call like a Indirian court meeting or something about laws and implementing new ones.
All right.
I mean, whatever you think is best, but I feel like that would be what is best. Especially because we haven't had an official meeting of the first court, of the new court yet, so...
We do have quite a few topics to discuss, especially with the trials. The trial by combat, and our already few lawbreakers. So, definitely a meeting is necessary.
Yes, a meeting is definitely necessary. I will be around on Friday, but I don't know. Hold the. Okay. I don't know what time that is. Sorry. I got an invitation to a funeral, and it's yes.
Is there someone else who has recently passed other than our Master of Coin?
Yes. An Etherian who was my friend passed recently. And they're holding his funeral on Friday. And I am going to it. I just don't know what the second cycle of Zerath means, so...
I believe that is their month cycle?
Oh. But that is the, yes, I will be there. I will be around on that date. I don't know if anybody else will be, but I will have other things to attend to on that day.
Alright. Well, do send them my best regards. I may not have known them. However, it is not good news to hear someone has passed.
No.
Speaking of passing,
Mm-hmm.
the Master of Coin.
Yes.
Since they are or were a part of the royal court, we will need to set a funeral for them.
Okay. And who is going to be put in charge of the funeral arrangement?
I am entrusting you with this duty, if you are up to it.
I can definitely set up a funeral in the shrine area for them.
Hmm.
I can definitely look over the funeral traditions we have set up, as I did write them. So
Yes, I believe it is the burning of the body, and the ashes will be spread into the void.
Yes, I can definitely look into that. I don't know if the body has already been procured or found.
Based on Vincent's letter giving me the news of the passing, he did say the body was moved and stored into a safer place until the funeral.
Yes, because Vincent is always such a great source of information.
Apparently, it was the general commander who moved the body, so I will check with them to make sure.
Okay. I would just need to know where it is in order to create ash. So.
Right.
I will get to that. Is there anything else you would like to implement for a funeral? Or is it just the traditions we have written down on the book?
I believe the traditions we have right now are good enough, but I do want you to speak with Nixie, as it was their sibling.
Okay. I can definitely do that. I can speak with them and see what arrangements they would want made for their sister.
Thank you for taking part.
Any other duties you wish to bestow upon me?
I do not believe I have anything else.
Oh, while I have you here, one thing. My winery has started to make money. I received quite a large purchase recently, and I was wondering how you would want to tax that.
Well, I had spoke with the general commander as well as advisor Vincent about taxing businesses. We came to agreement that taxing for now will not be necessary. So you will be able to keep your income.
Not taxing the winery.
Not taxing the winery, at least for now, because we already have a steady income with people paying the toll.
Yes, I understand that.
Would you want to be taxed?
Well, no, it's just that was I know in the past it was a very good source of income, not only for my family, but also for the kingdom itself. And our parents had set up previous arrangements that I don't know if we just want to toss away.
Well, it is your establishment now, so you will be making the calls. What is it that you want to do with your winery?
I would like to follow my father's plan for it. It was successful then, it should be successful now, underneath the way that he ran things. I'll have to dig through logs that are probably lost somewhere, but I will definitely see what was discussed between the previous Empress and my father.
Alright then. Once you have found something, if not, I'm sure I can trust you with creating up your own system. Until then, I'll be waiting for your decision.
Yeah, of course. I'll definitely come to you whenever I have something. But for future reference, just make sure to grab this, please.
Yes, I did already.
Okay, good. And are you aware of where the tolls are being kept?
Now I am, especially since I did not have this earlier.
Yes, Vincent has been putting them in there.
Good. So much trouble so early on.
Well, Vincent was about to make more trouble for you, but...
Oh?
It's
Care to explain?
It's a personal grudge between the two of us. It's nothing more than that.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, if you would just stop asking why I dislike him, then maybe there won't be any issues.
Well then, if that's all.
It is all.
Farewell. Hard-headed as always. Now, to deliver the general. There.
Yes.
Oh. Your Highness?
Hello.
Oh, since you're here,
Hmm.
did you have any requests for me? For enchantments?
I have yet to obtain Enveil, as well as mending, if that would be possible. Could you?
I can provide both of those.
Thank you. For now, that will be all, as my tools are not up to standard. I still lack
Just
a
let me know.
All right. You too. Ah, dear. Still running low on food again. Delivery. Let's stand. People need to stop throwing things in and never properly sending them. Let's see. Seems there. and the rest. And then place remainder of what is not mine. Well, still have quite a bit to do. Should make more food. I'm very much lacking in food. Hold on. Let's get to work.